be doing the second part to the live I did yesterday. I don't know who's up, but they can always catch it on the repeat. I'm up sitting with my babies, my puppies. Thank you to everybody who sent something in. I really, really appreciate it, guys. I really do. But I'm usually up at night. I mean, with cancer, they tell you that a lot of people have a hard time sleeping. I used to never have a problem sleeping. I used to fall right out. But for some reason now, I have a hard time sleeping. But they said when you diagnose with cancer, people with cancer have a hard time sleeping. And I think it's because you're looking at your life in review, and you know you got a assorted amount of time left. So you start mulling over stuff, and your mind starts going into hyperactive mode because you're looking at your life in review and trying to figure out what you want to get done before it ends. So they give us like serotonin to help us fall asleep. So I'm a night person anyway. I think at night and I talk to the Most High at night. So I'm up. So we're going to do the second part of the live I did yesterday. I'm going to wait for some people to get in the room and we're going to get started. This is Chosen One content. So we'll give people time to get in the room and then we'll get started. The first part is on the channel. The first part of this video. This is part 2. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new content comes out. I don't know how many people are going to be up at this time of night, but I'm pretty sure there's some other night owls out there like myself. Hit the thumbs up when you come in the video. It sends it up in the algorithm. And YouTube, with the thumbs up, they push it out to more places on YouTube, so the message gets out there and the video gets better views. I appreciate that, guys. If you want to contribute, you don't have to, but if you want to, I have Venmo and I have PayPal. Venmo is Chosen Ones 1978 or Anthony Young -1. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. What's going on? Let me pull this closer. How you doing? I got brand new glasses and still can't see worth a damn. I'm glad y'all are here. So we're doing Chosen One content. This is part 2 to the video live I did yesterday. You're doing good, good. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's coming. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you like Chosen One content, because that's what we're talking about here. If you're not a member, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when content comes available and when I go live. This was spur of the moment because I talked to the Most High at night and I just said, let me go live. And that way the people who want to see it can catch it on the repeat. How's everybody doing? Wow, there's a lot of people online tonight. I like that. And if you want to contribute, you do not have to, but if you want to, and the Most High moves you, please do. In the description down below and in the links, we have Venmo, which is Anthony Young, Anthony ANTONY Young YOUNG -1, or Chosen Ones 1978, all one word. Those both are for Venmo. Or PayPal at Intuitive Anthony 1978. There's a GoFundMe down below. I'm battling stage 4 cancer. So it helps with chemo, prescription, co-pays, and all of that, because that's how it is when you get on Medicare. Co-pays for everything. You got co-pays for co-pays for co-pays. So if you could share that GoFundMe on your social media, that helps out a lot too, guys. Let's get going. See, when the enemy is quiet, because a lot of times the enemy is quiet, and you thinking that the narcissist has left you alone. No. They just see that you can't be fooled by their old tactics. So they studying you to figure out how to get back in so they can finish off what they started. Because they started off nice when you met them. You know what I'm saying? They acted like they was a good person just to give you a false sense of security before they pull the rug out from underneath you. You ever notice that, how they so sweet and normal in the beginning, and then one day psycho happens? That's how they do it. And then when you get ready to leave, they come back and try to pretend like they a good person again to lure you back in. Then they go right back to their old tactics. But if you have boundaried up and blocked them, and blocked all their flying monkeys and minions that work for them and do their bidding and keep tabs and all of that shit, trust me, they still got to come after you, because they made a deal with Satan to destroy you. That's why they won't leave you alone. That's why they can't leave you alone, because they ass is on the line. God is merciful and forgiving. The Most High is merciful and forgiving. Satan is not. So they're going to get their asses peeled. That's why they can't stop coming after you. They know in all good honesty they should probably leave you the fuck alone, because you know who they are and you know what they're about, and they done put you through enough bullshit where you could kirk out at any minute. And you have every right to. Because a hard head make a soft ass, but they don't learn. They don't change. They don't evolve. They don't grow. They stuck on stupid. They're stuck on stupid. And they're parasitic. They feed off of you as long as you let them. And then when you cut their ass off, they get mad at you because you don't want to put up with their bullshit. What kind of sense is that? See, that's crazy thinking. They backwards. They are ass backwards. That's why they do so well in this world. Because this world is designed for ass backwards people. It's ruled by Satan, and they are Satan's children. That's why they do so well. And that's why we struggle the way we do. But they can have this world. They can have this world because they still got to die. We got eternity in paradise. They got eternity in flames. So they can have these 60, 70, 80 years of stupid bliss. This life will seem like a dream because eternity is forever. This life right here is a dream. 80 years compared to forever. But see, they don't think about the future. They don't think about the future because they know where they're going. They know where they're going. They don't want to think about that. They want to stay in the here and now. That's why they always trying to look young, even when they old, putting on all these filters and shit on pictures, catfishing people. Because they want to be young. Because they don't want to get old, because old reminds them of where they're going. Felice Johnson. Who's Felice Johnson? I don't know who Felice Johnson is. That's what it is. They don't want to be reminded of where they're going. That's why they keep confusion and crazy shit going all the time. To occupy themselves, to busy themselves. Because if they got time to think, they're going to realize that they done fucked up. They have made the ultimate bad decision. So they keep shit stirred up. And then they keep coming back into your life because they think with their ego. They're better than everybody. But they know you are actually better than they are, and stronger than they are, and have more potential than they are. Because the Most High will bless you, but He ain't blessing them. When the enemy turns on them and comes to get them, he's already given them over to that wicked spirit. So Satan has free reign to peel their flesh from their bones, and their prayers are going nowhere. So they keep coming back into your life to slow you down. Because if you are left unattended, you're going to blow right past their ass. They know that. They know that. They know that. I don't know what go back to jail is because I ain't been in no jail. But they may be talking to somebody else. But that's what it is. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday now. That's what it is. So what they doing when they're quiet is strategizing. Because the old shit that they did to get into your life ain't gonna work. You already know they're a piece of dog shit. You already know they got no character, no morals, capable of anything, will do anything. So they're trying to figure out how to put on a different mask to get back into your life to finish off what they started. Because they have to. What's going on? They have to. Because they are on the hook for that. They took the contract. So Satan has given them certain pleasures and certain luxuries. All the people they probably unalived and all of this other shit that they done. And they never seem to get justice. It just kind of goes unnoticed. I'm not trans. That's what it is. They didn't get caught up in bullshit, even though they've done a lot of bullshit, because Satan has made the world look the other way. But they running out of time to destroy you. And now that you done boundaried up, you are right at the door of the Most High's blessing. Once you get that breakthrough, that blessing, and he gives you that crown, boom, 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 boom. Are you ready? Yep, Shadow Man. Is your mother a whore? See, this is crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. They just sit there and they're just stupid. They're garbage people. Garbage people. Human waste. And they have a bunch of babies who gonna be fucking gremlins. Babies, kids. Garbage pail kids. Garbage pail kids. Walking trash. Hold on one second. Let's get that trash out of here. Some filthy whore. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Anyway. Don't mind that, y'all. Some people, they sit up like this because they, and some people, they don't want to get better. They don't want to grow. They don't want to progress. They want to stop progress. They want to stop progress. They could be born in low-income housing, and they want all their kids to be in Section 8. They want their kids in the projects. They ain't trying to go nowhere. They ain't trying to evolve. They ain't trying to get better. And then they want to have a bunch of fucking babies to have the government take care of them too. It's like roaches. They just have a bunch of babies. Eggs everywhere. Eggs everywhere. And nobody wants them around. Nobody's inviting them to the parties. They just show up. But what the narcissist is doing when they're not around, they're strategizing. Because they know you know who they really are. You know who they really are. You know what dog shit they really are. So they can't get into your life to fuck it up. So they're going to try to send people in there. Yeah, they're going to try to send people in there to keep tabs on you. Because they got to keep a close watch on you, because when you get to your breakthrough, their ass is going to hell. Satan is going to tear them apart. And the fact that they couldn't destroy you, they wondering why, because they destroyed many people before you. Why is this one so hard? Because the Most High is getting ready to take their ass. But they don't believe in God. That's why they feel like they can do whatever they want and they ain't going to get accounted for it. God gives them enough rope to hang themselves. That's why all you got to do is let a narcissist talk. Let them talk. They love to hear themselves. They're going to tell you their plans, their motives, their agendas, and everything. Because they love to hear themselves talk. And they really ain't bringing nothing to anybody. They ain't contributing shit. They just dare to fuck it up for everybody. And unfortunately, in the black community, we got a lot of them. We got a lot of them. That generational curse, they eye will be evil towards their own brother. You notice how some black people get woke up and some ain't? That's because they belong to Satan. They ain't growing. They ain't growing. Even Chris Rock talked about it. There's black people and then there's niggas. All people ain't good people. But when we came here to this planet, we was trying to save everybody. Some people don't want to be saved. They don't want to be saved. And instead of wasting your time talking to a graveyard of dead people, take that light and go somewhere and give it to people who actually appreciate it. Don't worry, they gonna get what they gonna get what they supposed to have. They gonna get what they supposed to have. Let them have their fun now. This is their kingdom. Let them have their fun. Because where they going, there will be no laughing, no smiling, no joy, no nothing forever. Just remind yourself of that when the pressure gets on and these people really start to push your buttons. But you know they ain't shit, so nothing they say has value. They don't have value. Their babies ain't got value. But the one that does have value, because they'll have like a litter of kids. One of them children will probably be the flower in the attic. And they're going to black sheep that one, because that child can outpass all of them. And they don't want the child to do better than they do. They want you to do well, but not better than them. You know, I know y'all have heard of that. They want you to do well, but not better than them. So they make sure they alienate and black sheep that child. But we family, blood thicker than water. Fuck that. Because you family don't mean you get to do what you want to do and say what you want to say. I don't answer to you. You ain't got a hell or hell to throw me into. And if you hated me before, you still hate me now, you're going to hate me tomorrow. Who gives a shit? You don't pay my bills. People think that because you family, you got to put up with their crap. You have to when you underage. But when you become grown, if you don't like that person, don't deal with them. That bitch will still be your sister or your cousin from across the street. Oh yeah, that's my cousin, I'm fucking with them. Oh, they still family. I just don't fuck with them. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you appreciate Chosen One content. It sends it up in the algorithm, and YouTube will put it in more places on the channel so it gets more views. And if you feel like you want to contribute, and the Most High moves you, you don't have to. But if you want to, down in the description and in the links, Venmo and PayPal. Venmo is Antony, Antony-Young-1, or Chosen Ones 1978. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Anything is appreciated, guys. There's a GoFundMe down below. I'm battling stage 4 cancer. So if you could just share that on your social media, then when people contribute, that helps with me getting back and forth to chemo and co-pays and prescriptions and stuff like that. And I appreciate that, guys. But see, that's the thing, guys. Narcissists, like, they'll come in the chat just to create dissension, just to create problems. They're human dog shit. And see, once they pretend like they're a good person to get you to be around them, because nobody wants to be around them. Nobody wants to be around them. So they have to put on a mask to get people to even be in their presence. And slowly but surely, it gets hot as fuck under that mask. So they start showing you that they're really human garbage. They start showing you that they're garbage. And you start pulling away. And then every now and then they'll come back and act like everything's okay. Nah, we had a falling out. They want to pretend like it never happened because they need you again. They need you again. Because they don't want to work, they don't want to do shit. They just want to leech off of any and everybody. But everybody always leaves them. They fuck up everything in their life. They fuck up the kids, the job, the car. They always, if they do make it to be older and they don't get murdered or some dumb shit like that because of all the wickedness that they do. If they do get to be older, they're in a nursing home by themselves. Ain't nobody coming to visit them. And if you watch YouTube, there's a lot of nurses talking about the narcissist telling the narcissist person was parent dying, tell the child to come visit, and the child's like, no, just call me when she's dead, or call me when he's dead. And he's like, well, the narcissist is like, well, tell them they have to come. I'm not lying. The nurse is like, I'm not lying for you. They don't know the truth. They do not abide in the truth. They are bad people through and through. And what it is we was trying to help this person, so we stayed around a little too long. But the narcissist always says or does something that makes you say, okay, we done. And the Most High is moving through you. Because once that window closes, they have a certain amount of time in your life to torment you. And if you remain faithful to the end, you're going to get your crown. They're going to be gathered together to be burned. They're going to be burned. So let them have their little bit of fun now. Let them have their fun. Let them be stupid and dumb and trashy. Let them have that. Let them have it. Let them have it. Because where they going, they gonna be no laughing forever. Forever. See, that's how stupid they fucking are. You will give up eternity of happiness and peace for a few years. That's because they don't think long term. They don't think long term. Because they know long term they're going to hell. And they always got to watch their back. Because they done burned so many people in the past. Any day now somebody could come back and collect on that ass. I don't want to live my life having to look over my shoulder. That's not life. But see, chosen ones, we go out there, we treat people the way we want to be treated.